Hello, my name's Emily and welcome to my Booktube channel. This is my introduction slash Booktube Newbie Tag. I'm also going to do a couple more introduction videos over the next couple days. For example, I'm going to do a 25 facts about me video, and I have a bookshelf tour that I filmed a couple weeks ago back when I moved home from school, so I'm going to put those up in the next couple days as well. First I'm going to do the Booktube Newbie Tag because it seems to be sort of the protocol that for people that are starting channels. The first question is, why did you start this channel? I discovered Booktube a year ago, late at night when I was fiddling around on YouTube, and I watched this video made by Jesse the Reader that was, I think it was ways to tell you're a reader or something like that, and I watched it. It was 3 minutes and I really liked it. And then from that video I found his bookshelf tour and I was kind of hooked. I only meant to watch a couple minutes of the video, but I ended up watching the entire thing because I just like looking at all his books, and I've been watching videos ever since. And also since last summer I've kind of been making my own videos, but I'd never really intended to put them anywhere. And then recently I was thinking, I've got a lot of these videos and I'm still doing this because I kind of figured that I would just do it for a while and then get sick of it. It's been a year, I'm still doing this, maybe I actually should just try it and see what happens. So that's what I'm gonna do. I might repost some of my old videos, but I use a pseudonym in a lot of them, so I'm not sure if that's actually gonna happen or not. The next one is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I actually have a lot of ideas of things that I would like to try to do with the channel. One thing that I think is kind of unique about me is that I don't buy as many books as a lot of people that I watch. I read a lot of books from the library, and then if I like them, they go on a list of books to acquire copies of at a later date. So I'm thinking that since I probably won't have big book hauls like everyone else, I was thinking that maybe when I go to the library I could do a library haul and say these are the books I got from the library and this is why I want to read them or something like that. We'll see. The other thing that I'm really excited about is I want to make book theory videos. I've seen people do this on video game channels. I've never seen anyone do it with books. So what I'm thinking is I'll take a book that hasn't come out yet, for example, the Final Throne of Glass book, and I'll say these are the things that I think are going to happen in this book, and this is the evidence for why I think this will happen. So I've never seen anyone do it before, but I think it'll be really cool, so I'm really excited. The next question is, what are you most excited about for this new channel? I sort of already said this in the last one, but I'm really excited to do book theory videos because I think it sounds like an awesome idea and I'm really excited to do it. The next question is, why do you love reading? I think the explanation for why I love reading is the same explanation that I give to people who ask why I'm an English major. I'm an English major and I love reading because I love stories. And the next one is, what book/series got you into reading? Now there are actually several possible answers I could give to this, so I'm just going to give you all three. The first one is the Jedi Academy trilogy by Kevin J. Anderson. When I was in middle school, my aunt and uncle got me these books at a book sale, and my mom agreed to let me read them if I skipped over the inappropriate parts. So I did, and this is kind of the first adult series of novels that I ever read, so they hold a special place in my heart. The first young adult book I ever read was The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I read this my freshman year of high school, and while The Hunger Games is by no means my favorite young adult book ever, it is still kind of a starting point. The last book that sort of got me into reading is Divergent by Veronica Roth. Divergent holds a special place in my heart on a number of levels because it's really a book that has affected me in a large amount of ways. The next question is, what questions did you ask other booktubers? Mine is for Sasha Alsberg from A Book Utopia, and for those of you who don't know, she's getting a book published later this year, and my question is basically, what is it like to actually be a published author, because I'm a writer and that's pretty much exactly what I want, so I'm really curious to know what kind of experience she's had with it. Next question is, when starting this channel, what do you think the hardest challenges would be to overcome? Hopefully that made sense. The wording of the question's a little weird and I've been trying to find a better way to say it, but we'll see. I'm a little bit worried about actually putting my face and my name on the internet. I've put things on the internet before, but always under a pseudonym, and my face has never been on the internet because I kind of live in the social media dark age. I don't have Facebook or anything, so this is the first time I've ever put my name and my face on the internet, so that kind of makes me nervous. The next question is, when did you start reading? I've been reading all of my life. My favorite book as a child was The Boxcar Children by Gertrude Chandler Warner, so I guess you could argue that instead of the things I listed earlier, this is the book that started it all. The next question is, where do you read? The answer to that is everywhere. I tend to carry a book with me at all times in case I have downtime. Like, for example, I always have a book in my backpack so that if I get to class early and the professor's not there yet, I have something to do while I wait. The last question is, what kinds of books do you read? My number one favorite genre is dystopian. I love dystopians dearly, and they hold a special place in my heart as the first young adult books that I ever really read. I've been reading a lot of high fantasy recently because that's kind of most of what's being published now. I don't read a lot of urban fantasy, and I can't decide if I just haven't found a book that I'm interested in the genre, or if I just actually don't like the genre. I have to give it a little bit more of a chance before I can find out. I also really like sci-fi. I also read a lot of Star Wars. I have a special love for the EU, which is the old pre-Disney canon, which is now called Legends. I haven't been reading a lot of Star Wars recently, so we'll see how much effect that actually has on this channel. Okay, so that's the end of the Booktube Newbie Tag. As already mentioned, I don't have a lot of social media, but I'll put links to my Goodreads and Tumblr accounts down in the box. And I'll put links to my fanfiction.net and Wattpad accounts in case you want to read a large amount of Star Wars fanfiction. So that's the end of my video. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and goodbye.